Welcome to another episode of Diary of a Professional. We have a guest with us, Kim, and we're going to get to her soon. So let's reintroduce ourselves. I'm Ashley.
D.
Blue.
And of course, Kim there. So let's get into our gratitude. And I'll start since I
Set
brought
us
y'all.
off.
I am just grateful for having co-workers who I can really rely on. I feel like you always need that one or two co-workers, whichever way that you could be like, girl, did you just see what I just saw? Or can you that this
Yeah.
person, oh, this one is trying me, but thank goodness you're here to just reel me back in.
They be like, yeah, girl, but
You know? So I'm always happy that I have that one person or those two people that who get me, who get me. So
Yeah.
um
That
yeah.
second opinion is important. Like, am I bugging? Is this going on? Did I just catch?
yeah,
Critical.
So yeah, that is just my gratitude for the week. For
thanks
good
to them for
coworkers.
getting you through.
Bless them.
Absolutely.
Bless,
Who
bless
wants to
the
go?
Lord. Let's see. I'll go. So, my gratitude for this week is I'm gonna be grateful for fear. And I'm gonna be grateful for fear because you kind of need to have fear to be brave. And, in order to build that persona, you have to do things that make you scared. So I'm going to be grateful for that because I'm totally embodying that right now to embark on my next work journey. So, I'm holding on to that mantra real tight during these challenging times. And that's my gratitude.
I mean, just stepping out is just being uncomfortable in itself,
Yes.
you know.
Discomfort, real. And a lot of
Yeah.
people don't confront it. And it's super important for our growth. So
Yeah,
I
because you
will
already
not
did it by
ignore it.
moving.
Yes,
And
moving
now
to
you're just like, we're going to keep doing it.
yeah. There's always a something that needs to spawn something new. If we're not
Yes.
growing, we're dying. And that's just the reality.
Look at you
So
blossoming out here.
I choose to grow, baby.
I love
Okay.
that.
Well,
Mar, it is your
go
turn, my
ahead, girl.
dear. It's yours. Are you ready? I feel like you're trying to buy time.
I
No, I think I'm
know.
ready. I think I'm ready. It's like, I am grateful for I guess, the privilege of getting older. Because the
Mm.
girls, hitting 34, and even though I guess that's young in the grand scheme of things, a lot of people haven't seen it. And I'm just grateful for the new lessons and also like different lessons that it'll teach me, and for the lessons I've learned and what I want to implement in this new revolution around the sun. So I'm just grateful to see what happens, baby.
Ooh. I must ask, is there any goals you have for the new year, for 34, anything that you have set in mind?
Some of them I'm still carving out. I feel like I actually need to put it on paper. Um, so when I do that, I'll come back to y'all.
Zeal,
Yeah.
zeal, zeal.
Okay. And then Kim, let us know, our guest for today. What is your gratitude?
The one thing I am grateful for, my gratitude for this week is just trusting the process and realizing that you things don't happen overnight, and it takes steps to get to where you have to go, and enjoying the process too while you're going through it. Because that's another thing too. Because sometimes when we're striving for things, it can get a little frustrating. Um, so yeah, that's one of the things I've been grateful for. Just trusting the process, knowing that everything is working out in my favor, and being, just most importantly, just being grateful, just having the opportunity to do something that I want to do in terms of like my dreams and goals.
I love that. And I want to mention, like, I love, earlier when we spoke off camera, you said people want things microwavable. I thought that
Mm-hmm.
was so good. I had to bring it back up because it's true. People want microwavable things, like pop it in 1 minute later, that shit is steaming. But like, nah, B, that shit takes a while. It's not normal to get irradiated like that.
Yeah,
Things
no,
You
you're
need
gotta
to
bake,
absolutely
cook and
right.
gotta
simmer
bake
and
some
really
shit. You
build the
gotta bake it.
flavors.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Microwaves
not
can't
like
do that.
fresh cooking.
No,
You gotta build up flavor.
yeah.
It's like
One thing I
steak.
was going to say too, in terms of cooking analogies, I think what's important too is to, like, when you're cooking, to have that preparation. Sometimes we have that prep, you got to season your meat the night before so it can be nice and juicy. You get all the flavor. So it's like when you're going through your process, you got to make sure that you doing what you got to do. So it's when everything starts to manifest, it's just one big beautiful thing.
Feeling. Yes, girl.
I'm liking this. Ooh, we just brought
Yes.
cooking and the universe together, and it was just food. This was great. So with that being said, um, speaking of gratitude and trust in the process, let us know, Kim, what you do. Let us know a little about yourself.
Okay, so I am a certified nail technician. I have been a nail technician now for about 8 years.
Oh,
Has it been
Yeah,
that long, Kim? This is not
it,
off the camera. Like,
yes,
really?
yes, it has. Cause it has. Yes, it has. Cause when we met, I was working at the hospital, but at the same time too, I was starting to get my feet wet in the
Right.
nail career. So yeah, yeah. So it's been a while. It's been a long time. It's been great so far. Um, what can I say? I've done Fashion Week. I so far, so far,
Wow.
I got some
I
more
need you
things.
to not be so humble, please.
She was like, where do I start? Oh yeah,
Oh, I did
I
Fashion
did
Week.
Fashion Week. I
Oh, and
cannot.
not just any fashion week. This is New York Fashion Week, yes?
Oh my guys, I can literally show. I can show you all of my credentials. I've done Tory Burch. I've done Hugo Boss. Dennis Space. So just a lot of like different people, celebrity clients. Uh, I've been published so far in 2 magazines, Nylon and Elegant magazine.
Yes.
I
Um,
heard of those. They're
yes,
real.
yes. I would say to me, and I always tell people, I'm like, I always get excited when I think about this. I think one of the highlights in my nail career has been uh, doing Drake's backup dancers at the MSG.
Mm.
So I got paid to do nails and be at the concert, but not in the nosebleeds. I'm like, I'm at the
There,
concert. I
in
can't
it.
believe this.
You're basically in the concert.
Pretty much. It was so awesome. So that was like one of the things, but what else? Man,
Because there's
it was
more.
on yeah,
Yes.
it's so it's
Extra.
like I've done
Is
so
it
much
crazy when you think
stuff.
about it?
Um, no,
Mm.
no. It's not, because this is something I wanted. Did I know things were gonna work out how they did? No. To be honest, kind of going back to what you were talking about in terms of fear, right? Um, I left the hospital in 2016. I was so scared because, working at the hospital, it's security. So
Holding
stepping out,
handcuffs.
Golden handcuffs.
I mean, it's like it was security. So I was like, I don't know if this is gonna work. And the week I left, that Monday, I had a full on meltdown and just was thinking I did the worst mistake in the world. And then I kid you not, by the end of the week, that's when I got my first celebrity client, which was Bethany Frankel.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, I was like super excited. I was working with her for like I think maybe like a good year and a half. So if you ever seen some old episodes, yeah, that's me.
Mm.
That's me. That's my work.
That
Um,
turnaround time was good, girl.
I don't. I just like I said, you got to trust the process. You just have to know that things are going to work out because I didn't know until like fast forward to this day. But it's it was more like, dang, things just boom, it just happens. It just happens. It's so much up here. Recently, I say a few months ago, I was did it like a little. I don't, not little. Let me. Okay, it's not little.
Exactly.
Right. Right.
Yes,
I
queen.
was on People's Magazine, their video YouTube thing, like doing nails and demonstrating for Sally Hansen. That was pretty cool. I like that. That was really nice.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Ma'am. Ma'am.
So I mean, so it's like I've done a lot of things. It's so many things. It's like I should probably write them down. Um, but it's a lot. And yes, I am humble. I try not to like be out here like I'm just this big celebrity now tech and I'm da, 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 da. It's not like that for me. Like, it's not. It's like, yeah, I've done that. Okay. Kind of like, okay, what's next? All right, cool. And just kind of keep it moving. But yeah, yeah, if I think of something else, yeah, but I've done a lot of different things. So it's been amazing. I actually, well, I don't have it anymore, but before the pandemic, I had a space I was working out of that I was renting, and that was pretty fun. I wanted to have that experience, so that was pretty good. Now I'm just mobile, and I like
Oh,
it.
yeah, it's where it's at these days.
hmm
Ain't no
Where
renting that.
That's a pretty much, and then I
Nice.
mean, and then also too, alongside with my nails, I just recently got into the notary business. So I'm also
Oh.
a mobile, well, excuse me, I'm a loan signing agent. So basically, when you buy a home, I'm the person you see with the documents to help you close out on your home. So that's what I do in there as well.
hustling, hustling, hustling.
Right?
Yes, yes, nonstop.
So,
I gotta keep going.
so let's back up here because I that was a lot thrown our way and great. Like I loved it. So first and foremost, what gave you the push to take that leap into
Oh
where
my
you
God. Oh wow. So let me, in terms of like me leaving the hospital or just where you want me to start?
in terms of leaving that security first and foremost, and
Oh, I
what
can
gave you
tell
that
you.
idea?
I can tell you. So I think I was out of work. I had gotten into a car accident in 2015. And I was out of work for maybe about a, mostly the year, like majority of the year.
Right.
And literally, I never forget, it was like June. I had came back and my son had a doctor's, he has an eye appointment and he had a regular eye appointment and the doctor was like, yeah, he needs to go see a specialist. And I'm like, congenital, what? I'm like, okay. And come to find out my son had congenital cataracts in both his eyes. And like I said, just came back from the hospital, just came back working at the hospital and I asked for time off. And they were like, yeah, we're not going to give it to you. And I was like, hmm, okay, well, what can I do? Because he had to get 2 surgeries. So I'm like, okay, first, I'm like, okay, I stuck it out. I had some, thank God I had vacation time. So I took like a week off for his surgery. And then, and then I started thinking to myself, And it just clicked to me. And I'm like, wait a minute. I am a grown woman. Why do I need them to tell me when it is I can take time out from my family? Because this was important for me. Because, like, you know, if I had not got this done, like, I didn't want to waste no time. This is something that this was growing in his eyes. As he grows, it grows. And it's going to be to the point where he couldn't see. So that was my cutoff point. I was like, yeah, nobody's going to tell me what to do anymore. And especially, too, as I was away, I also had got a taste of that mobile nail tech life. And
Mhm.
it was pretty good. And I was like, I don't gotta take this. And I felt so weird being back too at the hospital. I'm like, yeah, I don't belong here anymore. It's time for me to move and give this space to somebody else who wants this, because
Right.
this is not for me anymore. So although it broke my heart and I love the babies and all that other good stuff, it was time to go. So that was my decision. It was so crazy because I wrote my resignation, I wrote it out, and I was like, okay, here you go. I am not coming back. Like, literally that day, it was like, I'm not doing this at all. And I had other stuff happening in my life. It just was a lot transpiring at the same time, and I just was like, yeah, I'm off this. And that's when I was like, yeah, I'm gone. And I knew the way I left, it wasn't no coming back. I literally gave them, was it Laura? Was it Laura Shahid? That was her name?
At that time, yes. At
Right.
that time.
I gave her my paper. She never said, Kim, let's talk about this. What are you doing? Do you need to talk? What's going on in your life? She never said not one word. She never said bye, not nothing. I walked out of there, and that was it. And it felt like getting on that 6 train. It felt like the
Mm.
bridge was burning behind me, and it was no turning back. And I was like, "It's no turning back now. I gotta make this work.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It has
Yes,
to
you
be."
gotta burn the bridges. You gotta burn the
So
boat. You gotta
that's why,
burn it all. It's make it or completely
yeah,
No
fail. No
backsliding. No
lifeline.
backsliding.
yep. So
Yeah.
I just, I just was like, yeah, I have to do this. And nails has always been my passion. It
Mm.
always, like, from the age of 16, I've always just nails has always been my thing. It's the way I express myself. And I never seen anybody like me. It was always Asian people. So, I did like what all your parents tell you: go to college, this is what you need to do. And I followed what society said I was supposed to do, but meanwhile I had a passion that I never tapped into,
Mm.
you know and it didn't take me until, like, years later to say, you know what, let me give it a try. Let me go to school. Like, let me, give it a go. Let me, and yeah, that's pretty much how that's how it started. It was like, yeah, I have to go. See you later, hospital. Um, yeah, and it's has it been all the way smooth? Absolutely not.
Mhm.
That's what it is when you work for yourself. um, but it's great because I'm my own boss. I get to do what I want to do when I want to do it. I get to take vacation when I want to. So that for me is like a freedom like no other. And I personally don't think I'll ever go back to anybody's 9 to 5. I don't care what it is.
And you get to be with your family, your son, like, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but yeah, that's pretty much what it was. It was he needed the surgery, them telling me no, and me feeling like I'm too grown for this. I'm too old for this. Like, I don't need nobody to tell me when I can take time for my family. And I was like, yeah, I'm good. I'm
Love
good. And
that.
then yeah,
Fuck
and then
your
her and
schedules. I don't want them.
Absolutely.
I just love
So,
the fact that I feel like everything, even in what would be seen as bad, like a car accident and your son needing surgery, everything aligned for your good because it forced your hand. Like, you might have had that inkling, like, I want to do this. You already were thinking about it. You already had a
hmm
passion from 16, but it was like, this is the time now. And I know you're not going to do it on your own. So
hmm
I love that. I love it.
mm,
Okay.
yeah. Okay, I'm about to say, excuse me, guys. Somebody was like, thing was like beeping really loud. So I'm like, please, I hope that's not on camera.
No, we can't hear it.
I was like, oh gosh. Shh.
We didn't hear anything.
Okay,
But
okay.
walk us through the moment of knowing you'll be part of Fashion Week. Like, let us know how that came about. I mean, to have that on a resume in itself
Okay,
is
so
huge.
Fashion Week, it started out, okay, so it's this lady named Patty Yankee. Uh, how did I meet Patty? Jeez, wow. I've met so, like, I forget how I meet people these days because I network with, like, honestly, I say networking with people has really gotten me around. But Fashion Week, I started out with her doing Fashion Week. I didn't even get paid. Okay. $0. I did not care. I just wanted to be
Yeah.
in the place to be just there. And yeah, just doing shows with her, just getting my feet wet, just learning what it's like to be behind the scenes and models ripping and running. Production is like, we need da, da, da. It's like literally crazy mayhem. And I love it. It was like, this is great. This is awesome. And I'm got my thing. I got my little bag. I'm like, yes, filing nails and polishing all fast and crazy. And, you know, and having, because I'm like new in the game, having somebody come on like, okay, like, I'm like, okay, but what can I say? Like, yeah, how can I say this? Like, yeah, just getting involved with her, learning the ropes, and then wanting to start to get paid. Cause I'm like, yeah, this is cool and everything, but
But
where's the coins? I
Yeah.
got bills. Thank you. Grown bills, not baby bills. So, but yeah, but it's like, this was like I said, it's like a trickle effect because once you're in the door, now because I'm a people person. I'm networking with the stylist. I'm networking with makeup. Then as time go on, you start to see the same people. Like, oh, I see you. Oh, we working this show together. Oh, you see the same models. Oh my God. Okay, girl. Taking pictures, all that other cute stuff. You know, and it just starts to, like I said, it just starts to become like, and then next thing you know, it went from me running and trying to get to letting just like, can I please be like, can I get on the team? Wanting to be, to people picking up the phone and saying, hey, do you want to work this show with me? I'm like, yeah. How much is it paying? When we getting paid? And it's just like from like that. Honest, like it's unfortunate. My last shows I did was in 2020. So then I told
yeah,
myself, I'm like, at this point now, because I've done a lot, I'm like, I'm kind of good on that. I'm like, I'm kind of good on the Fashion Week. I don't necessarily have to do it anymore. Like, I've been there, done that. Like, I've done enough, and it's been awesome. Yeah, it's been awesome. But yeah, it's. I mean, I guess I hope I answered the question right, properly.
No.
Oh yeah. So what's next? Fashion Week is too little for you now.
Yeah,
Oh
like
my
Heard
goodness.
you.
Okay,
Heard
you
you.
guys. So
Consider buy next. What's that next?
what's next for me? Like right now, my focus is what my goal is to be on billboards. I want to be on billboards. So I'm currently working with a team, with a photographer, with some stylists. And I'm the lead now. I'm the only male person that they work with. So I'm working with them and we're working hard and we are looking to get a submission in Vogue. That's the big goal.
oh,
Vogue. Um, just recently I guess I shouldn't really talk about it, but I guess it doesn't matter now. It is what it is. I was like a little excited, and then my dreams got crushed because I don't know if you guys ever heard of Elle Official.
yeah,
It's like a magazine.
it's a magazine.
Yeah, so one of our shoots got picked up, but then the agency decided that they didn't want to go forward. So I'm like, dang, I was like, okay, no problems. But you know what? It's like I said, you have to trust that process, because that's okay, because there's a bigger thing coming.
Right.
But that's pretty much where I'm at. I'm looking towards just shaping my career in a different type of way, and just going towards getting big contracts in terms of like Nike and bigger things.
Ooh.
That's kind of where I want to go. I just really want to have more bigger contracts as opposed to playing it small. Like, it's cool to do fashion week. It's cool to do nails at a salon, but I don't want to do that. Like, I really want to kind of just take it to the next level. Like, just really take it more high fashion and just be known for that stuff. So that's pretty much
Okay,
where I'm at right now.
editorial girl. I love
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, so
I love
that's
editorial.
mm-hmm. So that's the
Absolutely.
direction I'm going in right now.
And I just want to know too, have you had any challenges as a woman of color um so far?
In the business, um, not really. I really wouldn't say I've had that many challenges.
Good.
Uh, yeah, no, everything is. But here's the thing. You know, when you get into the behind the scenes, you realize how many sisters is doing this thing, and how many sisters is doing editorial and things like that. So it's like, oh, so this is where we at. Well, we over here. Oh, girl, we not in
Mm,
salons. We ain't in the salon. We over here, girls.
I
so,
love
Love
that.
that.
that's
so
dope.
it really hasn't been
Well,
like,
that's good to hear.
yeah, it really hasn't been any like challenges. I guess like just being, just no, it hasn't been really any challenges, honestly. I mean, in terms of like cattiness and that kind of stuff, I guess that kind of comes with the territory, you
That's
know?
gonna be everywhere.
Yeah. So that,
Everywhere. It's all
yeah, so
business.
that's why for me personally, I told myself when I started to have these particular experiences with people, I said to myself, I said, I'm going to create my own space where I have a circle of girls and we all share. You know,
Mm.
we're not pigeonholing each other. We're picking up the phone and we're reaching out, and because when you give, you get. So it's like if you give in, it's gonna come back to you.
Mm.
So that's something I was really like keen on just creating a space, and it was awesome. Like, I'm not even gonna lie, it was so awesome. I'm like, this is great. So I always made sure I looked out for my girl next door. Hey, hey, girl, come get this money with me. Hey, you, come get this money with me. What you doing? Come get this money with me. Because in return, somebody's gonna say, hey, girl, what you doing? Come get this money with
Mm-hmm.
me. So it's this that kind of back and forth. But yeah, that's pretty much how I handle things in terms of like industry stuff.
I hear that.
Collaboration is the key to it all. I love, love,
Absolutely.
love that.
And just looking out for each other, you know.
Because
It
that's what it's about.
is.
It really is, because you think we all have families, whether we have families or if you're just single or not. Like, we all trying to make it, especially in New York City. It's not the most. It's expensive to live here. It's expensive just to breathe air here, pretty much. Um, so it's like, you know, it's good to help others because we all in this together. It's we're in this together. So it's like we got to help each other out, and, and everybody has to eat, and there's room for everybody. There's literally room for everybody.
There
Everybody.
is.
Hmm.
Everybody. There's so much
Everybody.
abundance in this world.
Yes. That attitude will get you so far and put you indoors that people who might have double your experience will never get because baby, I love it. The networking,
Hmm.
like, it happens for a reason. Like, you're put in these positions because of who you are, and obviously having the skill, that's
Hmm. Hmm.
first and foremost. But
I mean,
who
yeah.
you are and how you treat people and how you make them feel will have them remembering you and being like, we calling Kim, forget that girl,
Exactly.
we want her in a
Hmm.
room.
Exactly.
I
Yeah.
love it.
So, are there any basic nail care tips you have for the everyday woman?
I mean, to be honest, if I could give people a good takeaway, especially right now while we're in this winter season, cuticle oil
Dowdy's
is
is all about
your
that.
best
Woo!
friend.
I love cuticle
I have cuticle
oil.
oil in the car. I have like I have a little one in the car. Because I'm like, the winter is treacherous on everybody's hands. I don't care what color you are. it's and those cuticles could get, and then
Massively
especially
dirty.
now with everybody washing their hands 30, 50 million times a day, you need to replenish,
Mhm.
replenish. Okay, I tell people treat your fingernails like your hair. You want to, you know how we condition our hair. You know we want to do all that good stuff. Same thing, because here's the thing about hair and nails: they're made up of keratin, right? It's just
Correct.
that your hair has less keratin than your nails, right? So you wanna condition your hands just like you would condition your hair. So
Mm.
I would say that would be, as of right now, I always tell people cuticle oil, and then if you want to get it jazzy, get your little wood stick or something and push them back. And I just say that because I know like it's not easy for everybody to have a routine. You have to it is you have to add that to your routine. So I would say cuticle oil. That's their best friend.
Yo,
Best friend.
this coworker, one time she's obsessed with nails, and she introduced me to cuticle oil, and it changed my whole life. Okay? Because sometimes your nails don't look good, but you pop on some cuticle oil, and it's like you got a manicure. It's like you got a
Magic.
manicure. It's like an instant manicure. Like cuticle oil blows my mind every single time.
Let me just add to this story real quick. Marlou, let me tell you, it was your brother's wedding. And
Okay.
there's a nail salon right across the street from the
Yes.
reception. I was getting my nails done there. Dowdy's is with me. I picked her up. I'm getting my manicure real quick. I was like, oh my gosh, like my nails ain't done. I need a manicure. Dowdy's is like, I don't got time to get my nails done. But miss, can I get some cuticle oil? Legit got some cuticle oil.
Love it.
Push back her nails. It's like, all right, that's it. I'm
She's
good to
like,
go.
I'm set.
Let's go.
Ready. Ready to
Where's
action.
the reception?
Yeah, she was like across the street. Like, okay.
Y'all a mess because I've never heard this story.
I kid you not. Yeah, now he's like, oh yeah, I'm all about this cuticle oil. At that time, I was like, okay, I just like it for the time. Like, I'm not even onto this whole cuticle oil. I like it when they do the manicure. But she was like, no, that's all
I was
you
all like gung ho cuticle oil. Like I would have went on like parades for cuticle oil, and Ashley's
just
like,
tearing up.
fuck.
I didn't really realize how important it was. My tech gave me some for Christmas, and I left it in my bag. I'm gonna have to like make it do what it do
Oh
now.
my God. And cause the cold that they be getting my knuckles, specifically this knuckle, it be getting me real bad. So the cuticle oil, I pop that on my knuckles too. That shit is nourishing.
Mhm. Mhm. Mhm.
Pop
Yup.
that
You about to come
baby
out
on
with your
the
own line,
knuckle.
Kim? I'll buy it.
You know something? I thought about it. I'm. I don't know yet. I'll leave that open because at this moment is not. I have. I'm only one
We'll
person.
revisit. It's okay.
Yeah. So I mean, who knows? I would leave. I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave that one open because even though I may not have it on my mind now, it might be later where I'm just like, okay, this is it. Because at one time I wanted to come up with my own polish line. Like I was serious about it. I contacted the company, found out how much it cost for the bottles, how much the bottles cost with the tops, this, that, and third. I had names for all the polishes. Like
We have
I
all this
really was gonna go hard
plan.
on
You
it,
love this.
but I never pulled the trigger. I never pulled the trigger. And I was like, honestly, I didn't pull the trigger because at the time I thought that the market was oversaturated.
Mm.
And it seemed like everybody and their mother was coming out with a polish line. Like everybody, like I'm like, people didn't even know what they was doing. What's going on with polish lines? So I just was like, I want to be successful, and just watching people, like watching certain people and seeing how things go. And I'm just like, okay, I don't know about this, you know? And then like now fast forward to how nails have evolved, you know, everybody gets gel. So, you know, nail polish is kind of almost a thing of the past. Like almost. It's still like, don't get me wrong, nail polish is still, you know, prevalent to this day. People still use it, you know, maybe on their toes. Some people nowadays, girls are like, gel on the hands, gel on the feet, please. You know, so that's why I'm just like, honestly, if I was to come out with something, it'll be gel. It'll be a gel line. Just strictly gel, because that's just where it's at.
I be loving the stickers. I be loving the pop on nails. Give me some pop ons.
Those. Oh, you talking about the press
Hold me
on?
some pop
Yes.
ons. Yes, some press ons. That
Okay,
is.
okay. So actually, these I have on now. These, I don't know if you guys ever heard of it,
Ooh, bring
Opry.
it in. Bring it in. Oh,
Super
Cute.
cute.
These are fancy, bitch.
oh, they different.
Yeah, I'm different. I'm never the same. It's just that's what it is. I don't. But yeah. So but these are Opry. These are like kind of like a press on gel set. I had these on for like
I've
maybe
been wanting to
two,
try
3 weeks.
those.
Yeah. I have these on. Yeah, so that's what these are. And I like these because they already come shaped. I don't really have to do anything. I mean, if I
I
wanted to
want the
make it.
link. I want the link.
Yeah, so I'm like, that's what these are. And you said that I have, and I even did decals, so I have like decals on this one. But can you see the face?
Yes, I
Yes.
saw
Oh
the
my
face.
goodness.
Yeah, so that's pretty much what it is. A little old now, so but
We can't tell on
But
camera.
Girl, I'm going tomorrow to get mine. I don't know if y'all can see the stress. The stress.
well, they
Yes.
look. But see, that's the good thing about natural tones. You could get away with that. You can
Yes.
still get
And
away. And
that's
people
my
are like, oh my
life.
God, your nails are so pretty. People are like, oh girl, I need a design. They be like, oh my God, it's so nice. People like, all right, girl.
Gotta get
Girl,
them.
I'm going tomorrow.
Oh my
Pamper
goodness.
myself.
So, Kim, where can we find you if we want to just hit you up? Like, how can we connect with you? Let our viewers know how we can connect with you.
So currently right now, when it comes to nails, because I've been like more so immersing myself in the loan signing sector right now, I've been pretty busy just learning that. So my focus is kind of on that. So I really haven't been taking clients. I do have some, but yeah, I really haven't been taking anybody because I just don't want to overload myself.
Fair enough.
Because it's yeah, that's where I'm at. Like even when I left the salon, I cut a lot of. I was like, yeah, I'm sorry, I just can't take these people with me, you know. But yeah, no, I'm really not taking anybody right now. I'm just
Fair
not.
enough, girl.
So
But you want some loan clients, no,
Self-care.
girl. Loan
yeah,
clients.
so that's kind of like where I'm at right now. It's just like okay, because I realized okay, I've mastered this one skill. So now I'm like, let me master this new skill. And, when you want to learn something new, you kind of have to have your focus and your energy there.
Yeah.
So that's where I'm at. And trust me, this it's tedious. That's why I was telling you guys, I've had a long day. Uh, Literally, when I'm done with you guys, I'm probably gonna be like, I'm gonna like just melt down because I'm like, this is my last burst of energy for the night.
And it's energy,
Within
girl. You're
hours
giving us
too, girl.
energy.
But yeah, no, so that I'm sorry, like that's where I'm at. But I mean, I would like to take people, but I'm like, this time I'm just taking a step back off of it just a little bit. I mean, I still do big things, but it's just like I'm just
You're
I'm just not.
selective.
Yeah, yeah,
Very
very much so. And then just to say this as a nail technician, one of the key things I've learned is energy with people is in gel with as to just anybody, you
Mm.
know, because my peace of mind is that's important to me.
priceless.
So I'm real selective. I'm like, yeah, no. Like, nah, I'm good. So, and everybody's not for you. I realized that one too. Like everybody's not for you, and that's okay. That's okay, yeah, that's sorry. That's pretty much where I'm at. So I'm sorry, guys. Really
No.
not saying anybody.
Don't apologize.
Yeah, I am, yeah. I have so much going on. And sometimes I don't, yeah, I'm like, what's today? I have to remind myself and to look at the phone like, oh, today's so, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Got it going on, and when that happens, you gotta snip, snip, snip. That's just the
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's
Mm-hmm.
a blessing to be able to say, I'm putting that to the side right now. Still maintain. So,
Yeah. One of the things I feel like is very important is I say diversify your talents, you know.
Mm.
It's good to learn more than one thing. It's good to have more than one thing under your belt because you never want to depend on one thing. Like you never do. You want to have different avenues to make money. That's really important. That was one of the things, especially too with nails, like doing nails. I was always making sure the money was coming in. So I'm like, I'm working over here, I'm working over here, I'm working over here, I'm getting money over here. Like, that's pretty much how it is. So that's where I'm at. It's like, okay, well, let me diversify myself. What else can I do? And to be honest, you guys, who knows where my mind and my brain will take me, you know, a few years from now. It's just if it comes here in the brain, I'm going for it. Because at the end of the day, I am a hustler. I hustle, I get out here, I grind, I get it. You know what I mean? So whether it be nails, notary, like I'm out here doing my thing. Like
yes, yes,
so
yes.
that's just pretty much where I'm at. It's just like, yeah, like I said, who knows? Like who knows where I'm gonna be a couple years from now. Will I still be doing nails? More than likely, because I love it. I'll never stop. I'm a nail junkie. I love nails. I love to buy stuff. I'm all about products and things like that. So it'll never stop. But like, yeah, just at this time in life, I'm just focused on this thing right here because it's literally taking all of my brain capacity. Like it's like, whoo, between emails, phone calls, paperwork. I'm like, yeah,
right.
it's a lot. It's a lot. But it's a
Wish you
lot, but
the
it's worth
best
it.
of luck in this new endeavor.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you.
You'll be
Thank
great.
you for joining us today.
Thanks for having me. This was awesome. And I thank you for, inviting me on, right? Because I was like, oh, this is so cool. I was like really excited. Like the guy I'm talking to, I was like, oh my gosh, like I'm gonna be on a podcast. I'm like super excited about this. Then I'm like, then when you like text me, I was like, dang, I didn't even have time to put no makeup or little something. Like I was just sitting here thinking like, dang man, I really want to grab my lip gloss. But I'm like, that is not appropriate, Kim. Do not grab your lip gloss right now. Just go on ahead and wait, lick your lips and just keep going.
I love it.
Damn. I was just sitting here because like today was the day I was supposed to get cute. That didn't happen at all. Today was not. It was
Still cute.
grab your stuff and go.
Still cute, girl. You cutie
So
cute.
cute.
And thank you. Thank you. Thank
Yes.
you.
Thank you for joining us. Let us know your
A
thoughts,
pleasure.
everyone. Yeah, till next time.
Till next time, y'all.
To
Mwah,
the
mwah,
queen and
mwah,
you.
mwah. Queens in.